Alright, hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be installing a fish finder on my kayak, and then I'm also going to be installing a through-hole kit to hide all the wires and keep everything waterproof. So today I'm going to be putting a 93 SV on an Ascend 133X, but this install should be pretty much the same for every kayak and fish finder. If you have any questions, let me know. Come on, we'll get started. Alright guys, as you can see, I've already mounted the transducer down here. It's just in a spot where it'd be really hard to get it on camera, and it's pretty self-explanatory. This has a mounting bracket or a mounting block on it already. So I've already installed the transducer. What you're going to need for this, I went ahead and got a new deck plate. The Ascend deck plates are kind of notorious for leaking, and you also can't access them. I got a new deck plate that I'm going to be using to put the through-hole kit on. You'll need a through-hole kit. I got this one on Amazon for like $9. It's way cheaper than some of the big brand ones. I'll put a link in the description. You're going to need applicable drill bits. So I got a 1-inch for this, and then whatever size your hardware is. You'll need a drill, and then we're going to need some sealant, obviously, and then obviously whatever size hardware you need for your stuff. So first thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and drill into this deck plate and then install the deck plate. Alright guys, first thing I'm going to do, just found a spot. I'm going to set this so that way I don't drill through and go into my kayak. I'm just going to drill a 1-inch hole in the center of this for the through hole kit. There we go. Alright guys, now I am just drilling the holes for the through hole kit. I'm going to drill on the back side just because the front is studded here. It's going to make it a little bit harder. So I'm going to line this up. You could probably take a marker and mark your stuff, but I'll be alright like this. Get that lined up, make sure it's in the center. Alright guys, I've got the holes lined up. I'm just going to add a bunch of this marine sealant. I'll go through the back and I'll seal this off after I get the hole or the screws in. Just be too careful, you don't want to over tighten this. Just want to get it snug. Get my other screw real quick. Got it nice and snug. We're going to go around the back. I'm going to put a bunch of sealant in here. Alright guys, now I'm going to take the deck plate. I'm going to go ahead and install it. It doesn't line up with the original hole, so I'm just going to off-center it. We're just going to go ahead and drill our pilot holes. Just make sure you stay lined up. Alright, now what I'm going to do just to ensure this stays leak proof is I'm going to run a pretty good size bead of silicone all the way around it. With the Yak power system, you want to make sure you keep any water out of the hole. If that Yak power gets wet, it'd be pretty expensive to replace. Not only expensive, but it's also a pain in the butt to try to get in there and mess with all those wires. So I just want to make sure I got a pretty good bead all around. And then we'll go ahead. I've already put some silicone in the first install hole. So I'm just going to go ahead and line this up as best as I can. should be about right there, I believe. Smash some in this one. I've got some wing nuts for the back sides of these. I'm gonna take this wing nut. Just gonna help hold it tight. Get in the no need the nuts, not just definitely. Keep it tape. You want to take and keep off again. Alright, I skipped through the rest of that. It's pretty self-explanatory. Now that we've got that done, we're going to take the transducer wire and we are going to go all the way through. We're just going to shove all this in here. I'll get everything straightened away later, but for now, we're going to screw this hatch on. Got a little plastic sticking to it from the stuff. Alright guys, I don't know how well you can see it. This is the easiest way I've found to run wires through the hole. If you see, I came over to this hatch right here and I've ran a stick through there, something a little bit flexible so you can pull it out and work with it. And I've just wrapped some electrical tape around there. I'm just going to push this through the hole. You want to kind of feed it wire so you don't put any extra strain on it. And then I'm just going to pull this back to me. I got to clean up these wires when I'm done. There you go, it's as simple as that. Alright guys, now all I'm going to do is put the little half pieces for the through hole kit. This is just going to go in the hole like this. You cut at around a 45-degree angle to fit around the wire, and then you put the other half like this just to keep it waterproof. I'm not going to make you watch this because I'm going to struggle with it. I'll show you when we get it in. Alright, I got everything sealed up here. On the next grommet, I am definitely going to install the grommets before I screw it in. We'll do that now. Cut it. Alright, right here behind the fish finder is where I'm going to do the next hole. I'm going to drill my 1-inch hole and then we will get the grommets in and mount this. Line this up real good. I'm an eyeball it kind of guy. Drilling a 1-inch hole in a kayak don't make you nervous. I don't know what will. Alright, lessons learned from the previous hatch. I went ahead and installed the grommets before I installed the actual plug itself. So all I gotta do, drill the mounting holes for this, make sure it's pretty square. Gonna put some sealant. Once we line this up, put some sealant in the holes, keep us waterproof. Don't want to over tighten these screws, just remember that. Either turn your drill way down, use a screwdriver, or just be careful. That is on there good. I'll just wipe away the excess sealant and we are done. Now we just go in here and straighten up our wires. Alright, now that I've got everything wired in, I went ahead and cleaned up my wires, put the battery on. All we have to do is test it. There we go. Looks like we got power. I'll just show you guys one more time. There is the through hole to the power and into the hole. It goes through the hole. Then it's going to come out right here. I got to clean this up. I got a little bit of silicone left on it, but kind of had a pain with that one. Alright guys, I hope you liked the video on how I set up my fish finder on my Syn 133X. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like seeing videos of how-tos and big fish being caught, like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing a walkthrough on the kayak here in the next week or so once I get it all cleaned up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks.